start? Did it sort of take a lot of juice out of the tank? I guess.
Yeah, look, I think we're a little bit deer in headlights there from that start. I don't think it was, there was some nice phase play, a little bit of bobble ball or whatever, and we'd do something good, bounce and go away. And then the disappointing thing is that our reaction wasn't good enough from that. I thought we didn't respond. We reacted a lot to them. We got ourselves into the game at halftime, to be fair. But, we need to be first to score, I think, in that second half. And once we weren't, it was tough to find that. But I just think emotionally in our team there, we needed to be better. As leaders, we probably take that pretty, to heart a lot, because that was it's our team, it's our job to drive the team there. And I think anyone who was watching that game probably can say it wasn't something technical that won the game. I think it was definitely top few inches. So that's disappointing.
I know it's only early, Dave, but is that the main lessons you take from tonight? Do you think the mental side of the game?
Yeah, that one stings a lot, Jeff, if I'm honest. I'm not feeling great about it, obviously, as I shouldn't be. I thought we were just half a yard off in everything we did, to be honest. I just thought right from the start. And sometimes when that happens, you reflect on the week, and then you put words in the mouth of the week, you know what I mean? Like you think, I saw this, I saw that in the week, and maybe... So we got to have a think if that was something that maybe has crept into our team. Just, I thought every week we've got better and better. And we had a good win, then we went on a good bye, and we were feeling good about ourselves. Were we feeling maybe too good about ourselves? That's probably something that we have to ask ourselves. If that's the case, I reckon this lesson's come at a pretty good time. We've played some good rugby up to this point. We weren't good today at all. Credit to the Reds, obviously they played well. And, I have a sneaky suspicion we'll see them again in the year, and we've got to win the one that counts, which is the one that we play later. So we've got to take some lessons out of this, and we've got to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
You seem to get punished tonight heavily for some, small errors, those errors at the start weren't big ones, but you got punished heavily for them. So how hard is it to balance that risk sort of factor and not giving up points like that, but still wanting to play football?
That's called pressure, Jeff, and I mean they created a lot of pressure on us, and the reason they created pressure, I felt, is that we were, the tempo of the game was with them, and we were just half a yard behind in everything we were doing, and so everything that we were doing felt rushed. Everything that they were doing feels slow. That's how it goes when you create pressure successfully. And we couldn't hold on to the ball in the first few minutes. We just made a number of, kind of unforced handling errors and things like that, some discipline errors. We throw an intercept, they score. We throw an intercept, start of the second half, they scored. The wind comes out of your sails when you do things like that. But it's all on us. A lot of that's on us, and not necessarily the guy who throws the pass necessarily, but it's, when we carry, if we've got the support with the same venom and intensity that you want from your support guys, is the ball carrier doing what he's supposed to be doing. All of those things come into it, and I just felt we were off there.
And it's the same thing for the penalties as well. You got
it's a game of pressure, and they when they started to get momentum, as Pup said, I think. Look, it's also worth saying, as I said, this is a lesson for us, because if you look at our tight forwards, Cabos only played, I think, less than 10 games, Ponne less than 10 games, probably Trevor less than 10 games, Steve Cummins only just recently joined us again, Tom Nolan off the bench maybe played 2 or 3 games, Kemmeny's played less than 10 games in the back row, Stacey Illy's only played a handful of games, Frankie Lamani's first start in the wing, 2 guys on the bench on debut in the backs, so, there's some mitigating circumstances, but I haven't seen that up until this point of the season, and I think that's why we have to really hit it on the head. We have to figure out why it happened like that. Obviously, credit to the Reds too; they're a very good side, but I think we'll bounce back from this. And as I said, this is probably a very timely thing that's happened, because I feel like we've got a real smack tonight. Sometimes that's healthy. Yeah, Frankie's an incredible athlete, isn't he? I mean, he's I don't know what they feed them there on the islands, but just amazing athletes. Again, we lost Lockie Anderson to an injury, so, we're struggling there. We haven't got Dane, we haven't got Campbell Magnay, we haven't got, obviously, Lockie now, and So we're a little bit skinny in our outside backs. So Frankie's obviously normally a 9, has to cover us there, and I thought he did a really great job.
Do you have any of those players, or is he back soon? Or?
Yeah, look, I think Izzy's a chance for next week. Campbell Magnay's a chance for next week. Cameron Orr's a chance for next week. Trying to think off the top of my head. Obviously, Ross Hallett-Petty unfortunately is suspended at the moment. And Dane is actually training. Seems like he's really coming good too, which is really great news.
But no, he's not.
He won't play next week yet, you know.
Matt, there was a lot of kicking from the back tonight. How did you feel that went? Were there times, reflecting on it, that maybe you could have held the ball and tried to put pressure on?
No, not really. We we play a territory-based game. I thought we could have done better with some of our kicks. We obviously tried to kick down the middle a lot tonight. You probably saw, and keep the ball in, keep their guys moving. I don't think the kicking battle probably told the story of the game. I think it was very much the first couple of phases off set piece. I thought probably the kicking battles were quite neutral in the end there. I think the game was definitely won and lost at the set piece in the first couple of phases. That's where the first few tries came from. I think that's where probably more a telling tale there.
Great.
Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
guys. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, man.